has always had a history of racing, and we do not need to explain on that. Well, but the interview today is a little different. We have Anthony Peter with us, who has stood first at the national level championship in biking. So let us hear his story. Hi Anthony, congratulations and welcome to our show on Simplicity. So you have won the Nikko Speedfest in the biking championship category. So what is Nikko Speedfest all about?
Thank you, Divya. Yes, Nikko Speedfest is something about racing, which is of two-wheeler category as well as four-wheeler category. So in the two-wheeler series, there were like three categories. So I took part under the two open categories, that is the Pro Stock up to 300cc as well as the Pro Stock up to 400cc. So Pro Stock, I mean list of modification which is allowed by the Federation of India, so Motorsport Clubs of India. In that modifications we are allowed to do. So that's we can use international parts and something like that by setting up the bike.
So basically it's a modified bike that you ride?
Yes, we are allowed to use only Indian bikes, but then they are modified.
Alright, and for how long have you had your career in biking? How long have you been participating in these kind of championships?
So, I've been keen to racing from the age of 12. I started racing at the age of 17. This is my 5th year in racing.
And what has been the milestone that you've come so far?
In the beginning, to start off, it was very difficult for me. To get the initial support from my parents, it was kind of hard. My mom, any mother would be very scared to let his son to go to racing. But then I managed to get a podium on 2014. That was my second race and under the 200cc category. So that was my stepping stone. From there on, I got a good support from college, my college, Kumaraguru College of Technology. So where they supported me and I was able to take part in all the races. And in the 2015, I took part under the stock up to 165cc category. I finished overall 10th in the overall championship. And then 2016, I emerged as an Yamaha one make national champion as well as the MRF second runner-up for stock up to 165cc.
So when it comes to biking, people don't see it more like a sport. They see it more like an entertainment and they see it like a craze, a youth craze, which goes into it, and some call it a dangerous sport. So how do you see your future in biking and what do you think is your scope in a country like India?
Yes, there is a very low scope in India. It's emerging from back in the days. Yes, there is a lot of development, but then yes, it will take time in India to reach to the European standards and for the Indian riders to take part in the world classes.
Well, how are the dynamics of your racing bike different from a normal bike?
So this has much more lighter comparatively to the standard bikes, which is from the production, and it's got racing suspension and a lot of other things. This bike goes up to 200 kilometers per hour. Okay. By top end, yeah. For that's it's quite powerful for a 400cc. We've got a lot of modifications done on the bike. I don't want to get onto the technical stuff, but then I can the basic the safety requirements which we need is these bikes are very light and the power is high. So for example, this is a stabilizer. This is a damper. So this helps me with the less of vibration on the front end, so it doesn't throw me off the vehicle. So okay. So there are a lot of stuff. For example, the suspension, the front, this all helps with the handling purpose. So this does nothing to do with the power, but the handling is the much more important for a rider than the power.
How speed can these bikes go?
So this can go up easily up to 190 to 200 km per hour.
Which is pretty much in the other bikes also.
No, right? The standard, the bikes from the KTM, it goes up to 170 to 180 km per hour. But the thing is, it takes time to build. These bikes are much more quicker compared to the bikes. They are very light in weight and they accelerate very fast.
How do you balance your racing passion and your engineering education?
Yes, it is difficult for me to balance both the charts. as well as racing, as well as studying. My passion in education is completely different. I have always put education as the first preference, and then comes passion. But at the same time, I didn't let go of my passion for education. So I balanced both.
That's very beautiful, because either one goes amiss. And when it comes to your biking career, what is the next stepstone towards your biking now?
Yeah, I'm planning to take part in the international series. This fall, I'm leaving to Europe to take part in the European series under the 600cc category.
Congratulations
Thank you so much
for this win, and all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.